Welcome everyone, my name is Wendy Lehman, I'm a fashion stylist and personal shopper, and this is another in my series of videos, Fashion in the Time of Corona. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, please press the subscribe button. If you're a regular, welcome back. I just thought I'd jump on and do a very quick video about sparkle. I'm a real sucker for sparkle. I haven't got as much sparkle here as I have in my UK wardrobe. And I tend to do sparkle, I would say I never do it in the evening, but I try to do it in a more unusual way. So I do a lot of sparkle dressed down. So I would do something like this, for example. If you can see, this is a bit of a sort of sparkly jumper. I don't know how easily you can see that. And I would definitely do this as I'm wearing it today with just, you know, some really casual trousers, some sort of, you know, not exactly jogger trousers because these are woven, not knitted, and usually joggers are knitted, but certainly trousers that are a very casual style like this, and maybe, you know, like a shoe like I'm wearing today. So I really encourage people to do sparkle casually, not just to think about it for evening wear or for events or something like that. So I'll just give you a quick look at a few of the sparkly things I've got, and I'll start with the one that I think is the most problematic. In many ways, because you need to think about this one is sequined, okay, so hopefully you can see that, and it's covered in little sequins. So sequin things like this are often seen on, I don't want to offend anybody, it can be a very kind of mumsy look on certain garments, and whenever I'm styling mothers of the bride or mothers of bar mitzvah children or grandmothers of bar mitzvah children, I'm always really careful about how I use sequins, even if it's a black tie event, because once you're a certain age, a sequin in a certain way can be aging. But it isn't. But this is a sequin t-shirt, and so again, this type of sequin I would be very wary of in a dress, because I think it could potentially be aging, definitely in a long dress. But in a t-shirt with a pair of jeans and maybe a gilet or maybe a cardigan or just a jumper thrown over your shoulders can be really, really casual, but lifts your face. I mean, the beauty about sparkle generally is that reflective quality that it can give you, which as we get older, we really, really relish. So it lights your face up from underneath. And so I'm definitely saying to you, certainly if you're an old woman and even if you're young, go out and play around with sparkles in a casual way, try them on, see them in the shops, and get your eye in for wearing it in a more casual way. So this is the one that I'm most cautious with because, as I say, I don't want it to look in any way mumsy, and I would definitely only wear it in a casual way. So this would be, as I say, with jeans. I will sometimes do this with a long-sleeved, same-coloured t-shirt underneath, and then maybe a gilet or a waistcoat or something like that over it, so that it really is just a hint of the sparkle, not too in your face. And for something that's got sequins like this, I think that's the right way to do it. Something that's more subtly glittery, something like this, I would feel less obliged to dress down. So I want to differentiate between sequined, which is what I showed you, glitter, which I don't have because I hate the fact that it sheds everywhere, and a sparkly thread, like a lurex thread, which is what I've got, which is what I'll be showing you. So this is that lurex thread, and this is, similarly, this is done with a lurex thread running through. So it has the same effect as glitter, but it doesn't shed everywhere, and you know, people are happy for you to come to their house wearing this, whereas people are not happy for you to come to their house and leave a trail of glitter wherever you go. So this has got a lurex thread, and I would, for example, do this with a pair of black trousers and just a nice bag, and it's a great look for going out in the evening or something. But I wouldn't save it for anything special. I would also do it during the day. I would also do it under, for those of you that watch my video on gilets, I would wear this, for example, under my black and navy furry gilet, and that's, you know, it's quite a casual way of doing this, but it looks really nice, and it lifts the black fur because of the reflective quality of the lurex thread. Okay, and I've got another one that's quite similar to show you here, And this is almost entirely see-through. I would clearly not wear it without anything underneath. Those days were never here, and if they were, they're long gone. But I would do this with just a black vest underneath, or let me show you actually, because I think this can look really interesting with a colour underneath it. So don't always think about just doing a vest under these little see-through tops, and definitely not if they're glittery. I'm trying to do this whilst talking. Can I multitask? Let's see. Not very easily, it seems. Wait. Here we go. Okay, so look how lovely that looks. That little, so this, I've just put this over like a lime green sleeveless top. And for me, lime green is a great colour. Look how fabulous that looks. So you've got that lovely glittery bit with the lime green showing underneath. Much more unusual than just a black, you can do a black vest or a white vest under this, but think about putting colour underneath these see-through tops, especially if they've got a bit of lurex or a bit of glitter going through them, because it really, that's a fabulous look for me. And because the green comes through and the green is a good colour on me, it's actually doing me a double favour. It's giving me the reflective quality of the lurex and the good colour of the green underneath. So think about that. And then I've got a couple of sequined cardigans. So again, the same caution applies as does with the green top, that be careful once you're a certain age with heavy sequins, because it can all look a bit mumsy and a bit just a bit too try hard. So when it's something like this, which is knitted, I would do this again in a very casual way. I would do this just over maybe a long white shirt that comes out the bottom in quite a casual way, and jeans. I would not necessarily do this in a dressed up way, because I think it would then start to look a bit mumsy. Whereas doing it casually, I get all the benefit of the camel colour, which is fabulous on me, the camel coloured sequins, so also really good, and only some of these are actually sequins, others are like imitation sequins but haven't got any reflective qualities, so it's not over the top, but it really bounces the light up off my face, which is what I want. But the same caution applies. If I do this in a very smart way, it can look a bit old, it can be a bit aging, and it can be a bit classic and a bit mumsy for me, and that's definitely not my look. Now, even if when you're listening to me, you're thinking, well, I've got masses of classic in my clothing personality, and I love doing, very, very classic clothes, that's fine. But again, as we get older, you need to make sure that you're taking the corners off your classic look in order not to age yourself unnecessarily. So as we get older, it's not about, I'm adamant that we don't press the mutton button. This is not about trying to dress younger. It's about dressing in a contemporary way that doesn't age you. So I would do this, as I say, more casually. I would do it in the evening, but I wouldn't do it too smart. I would do it with a slightly more casual look. And this one is less problematic in that way because it's only partially sequined. So this actually is although it's very heavily sequined here, so much of it is knitted that you don't get that same effect of that same heaviness that too many sequins can give you. So this I would certainly do dressed up smartly for something that was more formal or whatever. I mean, it's not formal enough for an event, but it's certainly if I wanted to go out somewhere smart for dinner, I would think about doing this in a very smart way. So that's just a bit of a glimpse of my sequins. I encourage you to go out and get some sparkle into your life. I think everybody can do sparkle one way or another, but beware of that glitter that sheds everywhere, because the truth is nobody wants you in their house when you're doing that. Okay, see you again soon, I hope.